this is a terribly murky time in politics, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And, I mean, we're dealing with a whole range of allegations, from serious criminal accusations to others that may or may not be, to sort of gossip about perfectly legitimate relationships, and it's quite difficult to separate out the seriously abusive from the others.
When you say legitimate relationships, you mean that on this sort of dossier of names
there just seem to have been love affairs, but nothing to do with abuse, and obviously what matters is that where there is abuse, it's properly dealt with.
The dossier is distorting things, isn't it? Because that's the only bit of paper, as it were, that the press, the media have got to go on. And it is a conflation of absolutely innocent encounters and ones which look extremely murky, as Susanna says. We need more information, don't we? We need to actually get this out, rather than working from an unofficial, anonymous document.
Well, we do, but I think everybody accepts. I mean, all parties have had problems with genuine cases of sexual harassment. I mean, it is around. It's in politics, where it shouldn't be. It's certainly in the professions, in business, and we have to deal with it.
But cynical old hacks like me, who've been around the block a few times, look at a politician like you, who's been in the House of Commons for many, many years, and I just can't find it in my head to believe that you didn't know that this was going on. I mean, everyone that we've spoken to about this, politicians who've come in good faith, like you have, most of them have been in the House of Commons for decades. You must have known that this was going on.
Well, there have certainly been cases in the past. I mean, I know of cases in my own party which have been out there and discussed, and I think the responsibility in people in leadership positions is to make absolutely sure that there's a proper system for dealing with it.
Yes, but we're only talking about it now, as I keep saying, because of Harvey Weinstein. If that hadn't happened, you wouldn't be here talking about this. What I'm putting to you is, and you haven't actually answered the question, you personally and your colleagues must have known that there was this level of sexual abuse going on in the House of Commons, a highly sexualised community of men and women, and yet nothing has happened until a Hollywood director has been outed as a sex pest and a rapist, allegedly.
Well, I actually came to talk about Brexit and so on, but you've asked me to talk about this. I'm very happy to talk about it.
Unfortunately, these are the headlines that are overshadowing everything at the moment. There have been abuses in the past, which certainly in the case of my party have been well publicised. And the challenge to us, and it's a challenge to other political parties and Parliament, is to have a proper system in place which protects people, women, it's overwhelmingly women, who have been subject to harassment. What we've done, just to answer your question, is to put in place what we call a pastoral care officer, somebody who's independent of line management, to whom people can go with a complaint and have it properly dealt with.
But there seems to have been a culture of eyes wide shut. The Labour worker who says that she was raped when she was abroad at a Labour event says that when she worked with, and this isn't your party, but it's part of the culture, when she went to the NEC and said, we've got to get these systems in place, she was blocked at every turn.
Well, again, I don't know the facts of that. That is the most serious of the accusations that's been made. It involves criminal activity, and it's got to be investigated in the proper way. I think to help get to sensible solutions, I think we need to be able to separate out serious crimes, which appear to have been involved here, cases of sexual harassment, which are genuine and seemingly widespread, and you need to have a process for dealing with it, and the idle gossip, which has got somehow mixed in with all of this.
Fair enough.
Do you feel that there is now a sort of point in the sand where everybody is clear? There's a kind of zero tolerance from this point on.
Yes, and that phrase was used by the Speaker of the House of Commons, and that is the right language to use. There must be zero tolerance of this kind of behaviour.